Okay, first question, Dustin.
Hey, Anthony. Obviously, Coach Woodson was just saying that you had earned the right to play going into Saturday's game. I guess what do you feel like you've done just to just earn his trust? Basically, what do you feel like you improved in your game to show him that that you deserve those minutes and you had earned the right to be out there?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't feel like I changed anything in terms of my play style or my skills or anything, but I just try to stay consistent and keep doing my job every day. And that's just playing as hard as I can and try to make winning plays. So I think just focusing on that and trying to just focus on every day, just being the best version of myself that I could be. I feel like eventually, all the work's going to start paying off and it slowly has. So I'm just excited to see where it keeps going.
Tyler.
Hey, Anthony, I hope you're doing well. What do you feel like is the biggest thing that you learned from last season that you're now able to bring and help you this season?
I think the biggest lesson I learned from last season is that, the confidence that I feel has to come from myself, and I can't expect other players or coaches or my parents or fans or anybody to give me my confidence. It just has to come from myself and come from within. And I think that a lot of that just comes as a result of working as hard as I can. So, yeah.
Tom Brew.
Anthony, Coach Woodson's always preaching to you guys to shoot, 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 shoot. How has that sort of mindset, how have you been able to handle that in regards to just trying to stay aggressive and look to score maybe more than you did in the past?
Yeah, I mean, he's basically given us the green light to take any good shot. So I think that's impacted me because, I'm still working as hard as I can and working on my shot every day and that kind of stuff. But then in the game, I really just focus on trying to make the best shot or make the best play happen. So when I'm on the court, it might seem as if I'm passing up shots, but I'm really just trying to move the ball, get some ball movement, and get the better shot instead of maybe just a good shot. So I just try to make the right play, and if that play is me shooting the ball, then I'm confident that I'm going to knock it down.
Mike Pegram.
Anthony, you've been around for a year. You've played Wisconsin before. What are the keys for you guys tomorrow night?
I think the big keys for us are probably just staying disciplined, staying true to our scout, and just having confidence in the fact that we've prepared well and we know what we should expect and what to execute. So as long as we execute our game plan and keep playing as hard as we can on defense, I think we're going to be in it no matter what.
Mike Schumann.
Anthony, what do you do to keep yourself ready? I mean, you came from a career where you were the star of every team you were ever on, and now you kind of just got to be ready at a moment's notice to jump in and be, physically and mentally ready to contribute. What are the keys for you to do that?
Honestly, a lot of it's just mental. I mean, obviously physically you have to be somewhat loose, but most of it's just mental and staying mentally locked in and prepared and trying to bring as much energy on the bench as I can so that can translate onto the court whenever I get in. But in terms of actual playing, I mean, I try to emulate that a little bit with some of my workouts where I'll start a workout by, not necessarily warming up, but just going straight to shooting threes or getting right into it. Whereas that'll kind of translate to how it would be in a game where if I come off the bench and the first play I'm in, I need to shoot the shot, then I got to be ready to shoot. So that's kind of my mentality.
Alex.
Anthony, you mentioned staying true to the scout at Wisconsin. I'm curious if the process now with the new staff is much different when you prepare for games. Is there a lot of changes in how you do that? And also, I'm just curious, from a morale perspective and what it's like in the locker room, is there a change at all this season compared to last?
Yeah. And so in terms of the scout, it's actually pretty similar. Every coaching staff wants to win, obviously, and that's their main goal. So they're going to prepare the same way, whether it's watching film or going over some plays that the other teams run and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty similar in that regard. And our focus has got to be locked in. But in terms of the locker room, the atmosphere, I mean, it is a great atmosphere. I don't want to compare anything to this year or last year. Last year's in the past. We're ready to be in the present and make the most of this year. But I'd say, yeah, I mean, the chemistry is really good this year, and we all really do love and support each other, which is awesome.
Dustin,
Anthony, how do you think you're a better defender than you were a year ago? How do you feel like you've evolved on that end, and what just how have you seen that part of your game evolve?
Mhm. I mean, Coach Five pushes me every day to be very meticulous in my defense and the way that I, am moving and stuff like that. So I got to thank him a lot. But I mean, in terms of like myself, I'd say probably just knowing more and being more knowledgeable in terms of, where I should be and making it easier on myself by being in the right position early. And then obviously, Coach Cliff has us training and getting stronger and quicker and faster every day. So a combination of all those things has definitely made me a better defender.
Tyler,
Anthony, you talked about your confidence having to come from yourself. What have you done to try to work on that? Like, what's the process been for that? And also, I know you've been reading The Intentional Mindset by Dave Anderson. What kind of role has played with that, and why is that something that you wanted to read?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like a very interesting book, and so whenever I was presented the opportunity to read it, I jumped on it, and it's actually opened my mind a lot. But honestly, the confidence has just come from me kind of taking a step back and understanding where I'm at and the blessing that I'm in. Because when I was a kid, I'm dreaming about being exactly where I'm at right now. So I got to have some perspective about that. Just understand that every day I get to put the jersey on, it's a blessing. So I might as well have as much fun as I can with it. And when you're focused on having fun and you've got that why or that reason that you're doing it and that kind of stuff, it makes it a lot easier to just take some of the burden off and some of the pressures away. So yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to have fun and try to win.
Tom Brew,
Anthony, you guys have played 7 of your first 8 games at home. So I was curious, like when you go on the road, what do you try to do to get comfortable in a different environment, like in pregame and such or shoot arounds?
Mm-hmm. I mean, we try to bring the same energy no matter where we're at. So we try to focus with the same intensity and warm up with the same, passion as we can, whether we're at home or away. So, I mean, that in combination with just trying to get some shots up in our pregame shoot around at the away gyms is something that really helps us. But honestly, just staying locked in and focused on bringing our own energy is something that we've really tried to focus on this year.
Mike Schumann, and then finish up with Mike Pegram.
Yeah, Anthony, just getting back to defense and the scout a little bit. What are you guys seeing with Johnny Davis? Like, what makes him such a tough cover, and what are going to be the keys to slowing him down?
Yeah, I mean, he's very, very hot lately, and he's been, scoring well and doing everything well for their team. So just staying focused in and having passion, and I think taking some pride in whoever has that matchup throughout the game, just taking pride in making it hard on him. If he shoots 15 shots, he's probably going to score some points, but just to make every shot hard and every point he gets challenging is something that we really have to focus on. But he's definitely a special player, and we're going to hopefully try to slow him down tomorrow night. Sorry.
Last question, Peaks.
Hey, Anthony, Brad Davidson's that really kind of the team leader, been there for seems like forever. What do you respect about his game, and what do you have to do as a guard, maybe if you have to face him?
I mean, he's a great leader, and he plays as hard as he can every play, and I think that's invaluable in itself because not many people are willing to sacrifice their bodies and just go as hard as he does all the time. So I definitely respect that from him, but we're going to try to come out and match his intensity and hopefully get a win. It's been a long time since we won there. So
Yeah.